Please, who else have some input on the effects of jealousy, as the Ernest had been explaining to us? Please.
Okay, while we are waiting for people to say something, if you look at what Chivita said, it's um it's a good one. If you look at it, for me, this jealousy is it's very very good for people to. For example, let's use this example. We maybe I met you today in the mall, and we exchanged number. We talked for a while, and I asked you out. You accepted. You don't think you don't even give me that. Are we together? You don't. At that moment, you start building the trust. There are some certain things that will happen. You have to explain to your partner. For some time, you will be able to build that trust that you will now understand the kind of person is. There must be atom of jealousy in every relationship. If there is no jealousy, then the relationship will not last. It's not a relationship anymore. It's just quickie or something you can. I don't know the name we can give it. You must feel insecure, and then the person by your side will assure you, please, this is, don't worry about that. Look at. The person reassures you, and then you're happy, you're fine. From time to time, that reassurance comes in. And if you listen to what Elvis said before, he said something that is very, very good. It is something that, it strengthens the relationship. Somebody will stop talking to you, will not pick your call, and all that, and end the relationship that way. But if you notice that the person is feeling bad and all that, you'll be able to come in. Please, let me explain what happened. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy at work. Look at what happened. The girl you saw me in the car with is just my colleague. I dropped her off because where she's living is not all that good to walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching and listening to Yes Yes Home Show.
Subscribe, hit the notification icon for updates. Like, comment, share below. Hearsay Talk Show.
Trust the person. Wow, it's okay, it's fine. And at the end of it all, the person goes back home happier than she or he came table with. And that's what normal jealousy happens. But the other type of jealousy breaks everything. Somebody that goes to a filling station to pour his wife or the husband or the person water and all that, it has gone out of control. If you see something like that, you can keep calm. And then you get back home, babe, what's up? The way you're holding that girl in the filling station, what's the problem? Yeah? Was it? Are you okay? Say, no, don't, no, look at what happened. I know it was, I was asking her of the balance and all that. It is your duty, your partner's, whatever, will I say, right to be angry. It is your right to explain. And that's why the relationship goes on. You don't see him and you throw away your face. You see your partner holding, kissing somebody on the road, you say it doesn't matter, which means there's no relationship. And that is it, which means I think Elvis is back now. Let's hear from him.
Thank you so much for elaborating on what I left saying. That is where jealousy is negative. I like the positive side of it. Also, our society is so funny today that it's okay for me to even send my hand into your vagina, but I can't touch your phone. Man, it's crazy
You see?
how we got here. Yes, I mean, it's
Yeah,
extremely crazy.
yeah, yeah.
I can lick all parts of your body. I can do whatever I want to do with your body, but I can't touch your phone. I mean,
Terrible.
I don't know how we got here, but to me, it's crazy. I'm married to a very beautiful woman. I mean, sometimes my family is scared. I mean, the first time I was jealous, it even came from my family. Are you sure? The way we see her with these people, I said no. Even though I was saying no, but I felt insecure. I mean, you see, authorities calling her. She's a business person. She says things for these very big people, and I'm like, okay. One of the things I like is she taught me how to communicate. So she called me, put me down, and said, I'm glad that you didn't go hearing this thing all over the place. Now, these are my business partner. Have you ever called me and I didn't pick up? Have I ever talked to you on the phone and I was fidgeting? Have I ever locked my phone beside you? Has there been any time I'm out of the house by 6 and you don't know where I am? I mean, communication. When it comes to jealousy and you talk about it, it boosts your relationship. It boosts your relationship. Unfortunately, we don't communicate. We just meet off the light, do things, and disappear. And we say we're in a relationship. That's not true. That's not true. This jealousy comes because we don't know how to communicate. Another thing is we fail to listen. You can't communicate effectively if you cannot listen. And if you saw when I joined this space today, I decided to just listen and enjoy other people talk. I have a lot that I want to say from my experience, but then listening to other people talk a lot of sense. I mean, I like the way Maya was very open. To many people on this space, it's a taboo what she was saying, but we are doing it behind, and we come here and we want to pretend. And I mean, it doesn't help. All this pretentious way of living, fake life, all of that, it doesn't help us. It doesn't help us. So on a space like this one, I think the topic of today is very good. Is we are limiting it to relationships, even at our work, in the house, even within the family. These things happen when you're trying to be somebody who is more progressive in your family, your cousins, your nephews. You see them start throwing some funny talks instead of them trying to find out what you're doing correctly so that they can learn from it and apply. They allow jealousy to take a bigger share of them. If my relationship is standing today with the kind of wife I have, it's because we communicate well, honestly. So jealousy is okay. It's a booster for communication, a booster for attention. It helps to cure your insecurities when you talk about them. So many good things can come out of jealousy. So I can tap my chest and say, "Oh, my wife is very beautiful," but I'm not scared. If I see handsome Ernest standing beside her, I won't be, because I know who my wife is. So when you put communication first and effectively, then you don't have anything to be worried when it comes to jealousy. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Elvis. You've just did a very good job. Jealousy is a booster for communication and attention, and that's it. It's what boosts it. If, like she said, if you look at what happens in our relationship these days, you will understand that we have gotten it wrong from beginning. I said this last time. I said, please, before you go into any relationship, you must look at it and see, this is exactly what I want. If you cannot communicate, then there is no need for you to go in. There is no need. Communication started this relationship. Communication must be on the relationship till it ends. Without communication, nothing happens. You must explain. You must explain yourself out. You must give attention to your everything. You must give your attention to the relationship. And if the attention is not given, how will you communicate to your partner? Either you say it or you what? You show it. If you love me, do what? Show it. Prove it. For God so loved the world, what did he do? He gave. What are you giving to make this relationship work? You must give something. Some people just come in, they don't want to do anything, they want to be pampered, they want to be clapped for. Why wouldn't I look into your phone? What is it that you are even hiding in your phone? If you're hiding from your husband or what, tell me what you're hiding. Like she said, if your husband can put hand into your private part, then what is it that you're handing on your phone that your husband cannot see or your wife cannot? Tell me why. If you can open your body and everything you have for the person, then what is the phone? How much is the phone? You value the phone more than your body. Many people value the phone more than your body. You can give Ernest with your whole body, but you cannot allow Ernest to see your phone. You value your phone more than your body. That's what we are talking about. And these are the kind of things that show the kind of person you are. And you want the person to, to appreciate and approve you for everything. If you look at what we are talking about, relationship, jealousy is something, if you look at it, it's a very good point. We all need to understand what is happening to our society today. We cannot live together because jealousy has gone in wicked ones and everybody wants to be. Freedom of everything is too much. If you have freedom in everything, then nothing works. Somebody was asking me, we went for a program and they invited all the pastors and the priests and all that. And the young woman asked the question, why is it that the some certain church baptized the infants, that it is not their decision, that these infants should be allowed to grow up for them to take their decision. When the pastor was answering, I was so happy the question, the answer he gave. Do you know what the pastor said? He said, ma, how many kids do you have? He said, I have 3. You say, wow, wonderful. He said, when you give that to your baby, why do you continue feeding him? He said he doesn't want to feed, and you're beating him and you're feeding him. At the age of 3 months, you're feeding him and he's crying, he doesn't want to eat, but you continue him because you know that the food is good for him. Why do you give him food? He's crying, he doesn't want, and you continue to feed him. Why? Answer me, ma. Why? And the woman was looking and say, because I know the food is good for him. And he now answered, because I also know that the baptism is good for him. There are things we do because of ignorance. We don't understand the essence. Communication is key. Like she said, booster. It boosts the relationship. If we don't communicate, how will I tell you that, I am this, I am that, I am that? No, it's from communication. And that is it, which means I think I saw someone raise up his hand before. Do we have someone that wants to say something? Chivita, please, do you have something to say again?
Chivita? Chivita? Chivita, please. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah, so
Thank
I
you.
wanted to ask.
I think we have
So
2
I
or
wanted
3
to.
people that is just joining us.
Yes,
Reza,
I
you're
think we
Please,
get that.
welcome.
please, if you are just coming in,
Olinga, you're
please, if you are
welcome
coming
also.
in,
Please follow
Randy, Helen, King, Raisin, and Raisa and
that.
Olinga, please. If you have something to say, raise up your hand, follow the co-host and the host, and follow each other so that we don't miss our next Friday's topic. Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to ask. Yeah. So, how can this what's it called, jealousy be controlled? Yeah. Elvis has spoken a lot about everything. Yeah, but I really appreciate what he said. But I still want to know how this can be controlled.
How to control jealousy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching and listening to Yes Talk Show. Subscribe, hit the notification icon for updates. Like, comment, share, below. Yes Talk Show.